What's good, YouTube? It's your boy SeriousMindsTV back in here with another video. I know you guys haven't seen my face, but with the NBA season looming closer, you will see more and more of my face, especially with game recaps and so on and so forth. But that's besides the point. With the NBA season just 5 days away, I figured I'll give my 2016-2017 NBA predictions / preview for the NBA season. Now, I can't wait, man. Now, last season was a great season. The last night of the season was great. The playoffs were great, and the NBA Finals was one that we will never forget. But heading into this season, we have a ton of new storylines that's ready for us to endure and have us captivated for this entire NBA season. Now, one of the biggest storylines heading into the NBA this season is the signing of Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors. This signing was hated on some aspects, but it was loved on other aspects. And now the Golden State Warriors are looked at as the villains of the NBA. I don't think they deserve that title, but you know, it's a great storyline for the NBA season. Now, with that storyline going on in Golden State, we also have some more new faces and new places. We have, like I said before, we have Kevin Durant in Golden State. We got Dwayne Wade, who left the Miami Heat after spending 13 years with them. He's in Chicago. We have Chicago's son, Derrick Rose. He's in New York, joined along with Joakim Noah. So we have a lot of new faces and new places heading for this season. And let me know in the comment section below. Do you think these players would do good in their new homes? Let me know in the comment section below and tell me what you guys think about that. I did a season schedule review a couple months ago, and in my opinion, the biggest game of the NBA season will be February 11th when Kevin Durant returns back to Oklahoma City to play the Thunder. I can't wait to see that game. I think that's a Monday night game on TNT. So you best believe I'm going to do a game recap over that game. I want to see how his reception is going to be. Pretty sure it's going to be some boos. He's going to get booed, you know, but we're going to have to see if they win, you know. And like I said, the Golden State Warriors are looked at as the villain of the NBA. So we'll have to see if they're going to do good this season or will they fail, because like I said before, not all super teams do good in the NBA. They don't. Look at the 2012-2013 Lakers. Look at the 2003-2004 Lakers. They did good, but they lost in the NBA Finals to the Pistons in 5 games. So we'll have to see what the Golden State Warriors will do this upcoming NBA season. Now, the NBA season tips off, like I said, in 5 days, which is Tuesday night, and we have a doubleheader on TNT. The first game of the doubleheader is New York versus Cleveland. Now, in Cleveland, it's going to be a hectic night on Tuesday night. We have the Cavs and the Knicks playing, and the Cavs get their rings for winning the 2016 NBA Finals. We also have Game 1 of the World Series, and the Indians are waiting the winner of the NLCS between the Cubs and the Dodgers. So it's going to be a hell of a scene in Cleveland. The sports world will be directed on Cleveland on Tuesday night, so I can't wait to see that game. And in the nightcap, we have the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Golden State Warriors. So I can't wait for opening night. You best believe if those games are good, well, pretty sure they're going to be good, but I'm going to do a game recap over those games. So please stay tuned for that. Now, also in this video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and opinions on who's going to be the MVP, who's going to win the 2017 NBA Finals, who's going to be in the AllStar Game MVP, all that good stuff, man. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into some of my picks for some of those awards that's going on in this NBA season. Now, personally, I believe the MVP of the league is between two people. It's going to be between Russell Westbrook and Kawhi Leonard. And the reason why I picked those two guys is because I feel like Stephen Curry won't win it again. His team is too stacked for him to do it on his own. So he can have some nights where he's resting, and he probably won't put up some of those numbers that he did last season. He may break the three-point record again, but that'll probably be the only record that he'll break because he has so many shooters around him that I don't think he'll have to put in so much work like he did last season. And the reason why I picked Westbrook or Leonard is because, you know, with Durant leaving OKC and with Tim Duncan and possibly LaMarcus Aldridge leaving the Spurs, that team is his team now. So I feel like out of those two guys, they're going to win the MVP. In my opinion, I think that I give a slight edge to Leonard. And the reason why I say is because of this. I think the Thunder will struggle. And I think Leonard, he's been playing as that leader last year. And think about it, they had 65 wins. And he was in the MVP voting. If Stephen Curry didn't have that monster season, I could have seen the MVP award going to Leonard. Because he's a do-it-all player. He can get it done on both sides of the floor. So I give the slight edge to Kawhi Leonard for the MVP award. Now, Rookie of the Year, that's a toss-up. You know, if Ben Simmons, he's injured right now, but I have that a toss-up too between Ben Simmons and Brandon Ingram. I think I give the slight edge to Ben Simmons, because Ingram is going to come off the bench, and I believe that Simmons will have a starting spot. So I think that his impact will be heard more than Brandon Ingram. So I give the Rookie of the Year award to Ben Simmons. Coach of the Year. My pick for Coach of the Year, and y'all probably going to be surprised by this, but I give it to new head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Tom Thibodeau. And the reason why I say it's because of this. When he made his first appearance as a head coach with the Chicago Bulls in the 2010-2011 season, he transformed that team. He really did. Because before Coach Tibbs came there, the Bulls were a 7th and 8th seed in the playoffs. But when he got there in 2010, they transformed to, I think, a 61-win team and the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. He led that team to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Heat, which they eventually lost in 5 games. But still, he put the emphasis on defense, and that's why they had the best record in the East 2 years in a row, in 2011 and 2012. So with him going to Minnesota with all that young talent, just like I did in the video a couple of weeks ago, with that young talent in Towns, Levine, and Wiggins, and he's going to put that emphasis on defense, because they're all great offensive players. So if you put that emphasis on defense, you will see the Minnesota Timberwolves be a good team this season. You know, I have Coach Tibbs winning the Coach of the Year award, and I do have the Timberwolves being my sleeper team. Look out for the Timberwolves, man. They are going to the playoffs. I guarantee you. They're probably going to be a 7th or 8th seed, but they're going to go to the playoffs, man. Take my word on it. Going into the All-Star break, you know, the All-Star Game is one of the most highly anticipated events heading into the NBA season on the season's calendar. Now, the All-Star Game will be played this year in New Orleans. It was going to be played in Charlotte, but with all that controversy over House Bill 2, they decided to change it and move it to New Orleans, which I still am kind of hesitant about. They should have moved it somewhere else besides New Orleans. Like I said, Chicago would have been perfect for the All-Star Game, but I digress. Now, heading into All-Star Weekend with the 3-point challenge and the slam dunk contest, I have the winner of the 3-point contest is between Clay and Steph. Those two guys are just lights out from the 3-point line. So I do see a showdown with them for the 3rd straight year in the finals. And I have Clay or Steph win. I think Steph may win it because he lost last year. Now, with the dunk contest, you know, we still don't know who's going to be in it. There's rumors that Vince Carter may come and do the dunk contest. If he does, man, I'm going to be hyped if he does. And he wants to challenge Zach LaVine too. And I'm pretty sure Aaron Gordon's going to be in it. So think about it. Vince Carter, Zach LaVine, and Aaron Gordon and another participant. Come on, man. You know, but I see Zach LaVine winning his 3rd straight slam dunk contest. I just think that, you know, his creativity is on another level. Now, Vince is creative too, and Aaron Gordon is creative too, but I think Zach LaVine, he has it going for him heading into the dunk contest. Now, with the NBA All-Star Game that takes place, that rounds out the All-Star Weekend, I think the West will win it. Hopefully it's not boring like it was last year, back in February, because it was boring, man. It was just nothing but threes, you know. I do have Stephen Curry winning the All-Star Game MVP. I thought he would have won it last year, or at least when it was in New York, but he didn't. So I do have Stephen Curry winning the NBA All-Star Game Most Valuable Player Award. Now, with the NBA playoffs that's going to be looming in April, you know, these are my top 5, not top 5, my top 8 teams in the East and West, and I haven't written down. So if I'm looking at the screen, that's why I haven't written down on the screen. Now, my top 8 teams in the West are the the Warriors, the Spurs, the Clippers, the Blazers, the Thunder, the Mavericks, the Rockets, and the Timberwolves. Okay, now my top 8 teams in the East are the Cavs, the Bulls, the Knicks, the Raptors, the Pacers, the Hornets, the Pistons, and the Heat. Those are my top 8 teams from both sides and both conferences. Now, with the playoffs going to be looming, I can't wait to see if the seedings are just like I have them here. I can't wait to see them. Now, in my conference finals, I have in the West the Warriors versus the Spurs, which I believe should have been the conference finals last season because those were the top 2 teams in the West. And in the East, I have the Cavs versus the Bulls or the Knicks. You know, and if my seeding is right and how I think it's going to be, if the Bulls and the Knicks play in the playoffs, I would love to see that, man. I would really love to see that because the Bulls and the Knicks haven't played in the playoffs since 1996. In the 90s, the Bulls and the Knicks played in the playoffs 5 times in 1991, 92, 93, 94, and 96. They haven't played in the playoffs since. So if they play in the playoffs, that'd be a hell of a series because it's D Rose and Noah going to play in Chicago for a playoff series. Like, can you believe that? And especially with Chicago with Rondo, Wade, and Butler. And I still believe that Dwayne Wade trade is 6 years too late. From what reports said a couple weeks ago, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James want to go to Chicago, but money and, you know, who was going to have the ball was a problem, so that's why they went to Miami. So that's what I think will be in the conference finals. In the West, Warriors versus Spurs, and in the East, Cavs versus the Bulls or the Knicks. You know, that's just my opinion. Now the NBA finals, man. I don't want to say this, but I think we're shaping up to have a Warriors versus Cavs finals again. Now, if this does happen, this would be the first time in NBA history where 2 teams faced each other in the NBA finals for 3 straight years. We haven't had this in the NBA. So I want it to happen, but at the same time, it needs to be some variety in the NBA. Like, for real, you know, because if this keeps on as a pattern, like, I don't want to see the Warriors and the Cavs in the finals again. I would love to see the Knicks or the Bulls in the finals representing the East. I would love to see the Spurs or the Thunder representing the West in the finals. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a Warriors-Cavs NBA finals, and I think the Warriors will win in 6. I think the Warriors will win in 6. And do I think the Warriors will have 70-plus wins again? I don't think so. I think this season they will play as smart and rest players when need be. I think that's the main reason why the Warriors lost the finals, because they were chasing that 73 wins and they looked so vulnerable through the playoffs. And that's the reason why they lost the finals, is because chasing that record in the regular season, it tired them out. So I think that's why the Warriors, you know, lost the finals. And I believe that, like, that right there is the main reason why the Warriors won't have 70-plus wins again. If they do, that's cool. They'll be the first team in NBA history to have 70 wins in back-to-back seasons. The Bulls couldn't have done it, but the Bulls couldn't have done it in '97. But Steve Kerr missed a 3 in the final seconds versus the Knicks on the last day of the season, and the Bulls eventually went 69-13 that year, which is still a hell of a good record if you ask me. But yeah, man, that's who I got winning. That's my whole season predictions and preview video, man. I can't wait to do game recaps over the biggest games in the NBA season, man. Let me know what you guys think about it. Give me you guys predictions and preview of the NBA season, man. I really want to know what you guys think about this, man. I really would like to know. I know this video ran long, but you know, the NBA season is here, man. It's here, and I can't wait for it. I really can't wait for the NBA season. Like I said, give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. We are at 364 subscribers and counting. We are at the push for 400 subs, and we are trying to get to 1,000 before the year is over with. So be sure and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, all my social media links are down in the description box below. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, go ahead and look down in the description box and follow me on my social media sites. Like I said, Give me your thoughts on this. Like, let me know you guys' season preview and predictions video for the upcoming season, man. I can't wait, man. A lot of storylines. It's going to be a lot of great basketball being played this year, and I can't wait. And I know you guys can't wait. Game recaps are coming back, y'all. They coming back. So be sure and stay tuned for the channel for more game recaps and all that. That was my biggest thing last season, and I'm only looking to grow. You feel what I'm saying? So for all your NBA, gaming, and sneaker news, it's your boy SeriousMindsTV, and I'm out, man.